guys, Scott with the No Budget Homestead, and today I thought I'd give I'm hoping a quick little tour of our coop and run and everything, and just kind of point out some of the finer points in case any of you out there are looking at building a coop, and maybe this will inspire you to give you some ideas of what to do on your own. I know I was inspired from many different people on YouTube, and also down at backyardchickens.com. Wonderful site if you're raising chickens. Highly recommend it. And I looked at a lot of pictures they had there, and I just kind of borrowed and stole different ideas from people to put this all together and everything. I mean, it ain't pretty, but it's functional. And so I thought I'd take you guys along and show you all the latest, because I know I did the videos on building it, but I figured I'd take the time to give you a tour of the whole thing, because I'm pretty much done with construction on everything. So let's go ahead and take a look, okay? Okay, well, here is what the whole coop looks like from, further back in the yard and everything. It is actually approximately, let's see, 26 feet across by 20 feet deep, which includes the outside run, the fenced-in area, and the little run with the coop attached to it. Notice I got the little cage in there. Some of you will see from the previous video when I had the 2 partridge rocks come in. I put them in there to kind of keep them separate for a little bit so they can kind of acclimate to the group. They've done very well in that. And now they just kind of tend to want to go in there every now and then look for some bugs. So I just leave it open. It's a little safe area for them to run to if they need to. Alrighty. Well, the coop itself is 4 foot by 6 foot by about 4 foot by 8 foot. Sorry, 4 foot by 8 foot by about 6.5 feet tall. It's I picked that size for the main housing because it's the size of a sheet of plywood. Less cutting, better. Plus less waste and everything. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get a closer look. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go take a look at the exterior run. This was from some fencing I got when a gentleman I found on Let Go was selling it 100 feet for $50, includes the poles and a gate, but I didn't use the gate. That gate there I got from my dad. He had laying around from one of our other relatives' fencing that they used to have a while back. The 4x4 posts there, I got a bunch of those. That's the best one, and I went ahead and put that in the ground about 2 feet, so that I believe 20 inches, 2 feet, something like that, to make sure it stays in. There's no concrete because we rent this property. I don't want to make anything too permanent, so none of this is permanently attached to the ground. So fence goes along here. You see that white half barrel? I just use that to empty the coop out, but sometimes I just flip it over and let them kind of climb on top of it if they feel so inclined. But yeah, all this fencing was put up by me and Little Man. I'm not a real expert on it, as you can tell. Some of the joinery done here isn't really to code, I guess you could say, but yeah, it's done very well. I put rocks all around the edges here. If you kind of notice, I went up with some rocks kind of deter anything from digging in, but so far I haven't had any issues. Okay, it's kind of the back view. Alright, and so they got it's about 500 square feet or so of extra grazing space and playing space and everything. And if you notice, here's the back of the coop. I got the 2 vents, and I forgot to mention over here, this whole side door here opens up, and we'll see that here in a little bit. Allows me easy access to clean the coop out, which I do occasionally whenever it gets kind of bad. But it doesn't normally get too bad, so I try to clean it out every now and then, just that they got a fresher place to stay. I don't know if you can see them right now. Let's see if I can zoom in. Girls are all just sitting down, enjoying the cool ground. Even the rooster's enjoying part of it. Looks like Blackie's up and about. But they really like sitting down there and relaxing. Okay. Here's the other side of the coop. And there's a screen door, which I also got from my dad. Cost nothing. And it worked out real good. So there's no problem with that. I have the little latch down there that I pull down. I just kind of flip it down and it's been up, and I didn't realize it kind of snaps down, which was an unintended feature. And you notice I got the tarp over here. Well, I got the tarp covering it to give them a lot more shade and keep the rain out of the food and the sun out of the water, off of the water and everything. And I was out here earlier today and I put some ice in their water so that they got something cool to drink. Okay, all right, let's go take a look at the nest boxes. The nest boxes are 14, well, each box inside, there's 3 nest boxes inside. And they're 14 by 14 by 14, I believe. So it's a little big, but I gave them some extra room, and sometimes even the rooster likes getting in there. All right, I got shingles here. These shingles that are here and on part of the roof that are the same color, kind of a reddish color, that was given to me by a friend. They gave me a whole pack of shingles for free, along with these vents. I got one on this side, one on the front here, which I don't know if you can see, and then also 2 in the back. And that helps keep it relatively cool. Right now it's probably 90 something degrees inside, but in wintertime it does help keep it warm too. It provides ventilation, but I don't have one on the other side where typically the winds come. Now here, besides the shingles, I'm using some old fire hose that my dad donated, and put it up here to keep the water from going in between the gap that's here between the hinged roof of the nest boxes, so we don't get water in there. But let's take a look inside. Okay, there's the 3 nest boxes. And if you notice, the bedding material doesn't really look like straw or hay. It's actually crabgrass, because they kind of ran out of wheat straw, and I prefer to use wheat straw. So, all right, let's go inside. Side here, and I hope it's not too shaky for you guys. I'm trying to keep it real steady. Down here on the ground, I put some extra crabgrass, mostly to help absorb the poo moisture and everything, but also because they like scratching through it trying to find bugs, and sometimes they're pretty successful at it. All right, there's Sir Crow's-a-Lot. You want to say hi, Sir Crow's-a-Lot? Huh? No? Okay. Well, we're just going to take a look here, okay? There's one of the partridge rocks. She's just kind of relaxing in the shade. There's Mama. She's not looking so good. I believe she's molting. Here, let me see if I can get a close-up picture of her. Yeah, we call her Mama. She's the mouse slayer, if you saw that other video. Yeah, she's not looking so good. I think she's molting. That's what all these feathers around here are. And notice how they're all panting? Because right now in the shade it's about 90 something degrees. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 96, 97 degrees. Inside the coop it's probably that hot, if not a little hotter. I have opened the back door there to kind of let it air out some. It didn't much of a smell, but just wanted to let it air out some, get some sunlight in there. Okay, here's the coop door. And you see behind it is a little silver, that's where I put the vent. And when I put the vent there, well, I wasn't thinking, and I should have put it over here, but I put it over the door, not thinking about the door lifting up. And also this little ramp here, little man, put all that together for him, and it just sits on top there. They've never knocked it off, so no big deal. There's Sir Crow's-a-Lot trying to get in the dirt too to cool down. You know what, if you guys have any ideas on how to get a fan hooked up without shorting everything out when it rains, I'd greatly appreciate it. I got a small fan I'd like to see about putting in here. but you know, help keep them cool. But it's tough. I wish I had some type of misty thing also. But anyways, all right, up here, you see these two vents here? I actually have some cedar fence planks I've cut to size and put up there, and I use that little twist thing there to hold them in place. Okay, if you notice, I got little notches here on the side to put them in, and that's mostly for winter. I leave this open all the time. Okay, sometimes when I come in at night to close up the coop and check on everything, I can see them peeking through here. I don't know if you can see much of anything in there, but that's what it looks like inside. I got 2 roosts, which is recycled tree branches, because it's natural and they seem to like that. Okay, not a whole lot there. Let's take a look here. Alright, and there's the nest boxes down there. So you guys kind of got a bird's eye view. Alright, now let's go back around here. This is the access door I built when I finished the exterior run. It's not necessarily completed, but it's as complete as it's probably going to get for now. I would like to put some pieces of wood down the sides here so it slides in and out a lot easier, because right now it just kind of gets I don't know, wobbly, and I have to sometimes actually go over and push it down afterwards. And I do tie it up with the pulley. I have the string come across here and just tie it off here. So nothing big there. I do have a roost that I put up here, just zip tied it in. Rooster likes getting on that and crowing early in the morning, and so do some of the girls actually. Now the water jugs, you see, I got them up on bricks. I am working on a chicken nipple watering system. If I can just get off my butt and get it done. I had an issue with the threads for the chicken nipples, and so I had to find the proper bolt to put the threads in the PVC piping, which I'll show you guys later when I finish the video. Alright girls, Mr. Crowslot, we're going to go inside your run here. Okay, here we are. This latch just seems to hold it, and I push it all the way back. Now, interesting thing about this door, let's see here, and not to make you guys dizzy, I used some lag bolts which have an angle on them here, and I just drilled a hole through here. I believe this is 5/8 if I'm not mistaken, or a 1/2 inch, and I drilled a 1/2 inch hole and just kind of pounded it into size. It does its job. I wish I found a better way to do this, but I just bolt them in, and I can adjust how the angle, how much of the gate sits down at an angle and everything. That's why I put those little garden bricks there, kind of laid them there to stop anything from crawling underneath. So, and here you guys are probably wondering why I got some bungee cords set across here. Well, I don't know if you remember way back a couple months ago, so Crowslot apparently roosted right up here, and I know that because he left a marker there, some poo. And when I come home, he was out in the yard and not in the run here. So I put those up there to deter him from doing that. Alright, here I got the tarps, and I am going to see about getting rid of that camo tarp because it doesn't look too good right now. You can see how it's all tore up there. I got another heavier duty tarp I'm going to put up there, but first, if you notice that piece of wood up there, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see about getting a piece of wood all the way across and see about setting up a small type of roof system. Maybe not cover it completely, but almost like a oh, what do they call those things? You know, they provide a little shade, but it's just a bunch of 2x4s on end up in. Anyways, I'll think of the term later. But yeah, so I got another tarp I'm gonna put there. Now here I have some cinder blocks, which is going to be part of the chicken nipple watering system, but Mama likes getting up on that one there and just sitting there when it's not in the sun. And that one there, I put a gallon jug on its side with a hole in it, to put water in and keep it up off the ground, and they tend to like sitting right over there because it's a lot cooler. All right, let's go around here. You guys remember when we got the 2 partridge rock? As I mentioned earlier, this thing here, I took the roost out of that and put it on the sides here, sticking out the corners. Some of the hens love roosting up there, you know, when it's not so hot. And I got a little itty bitty roost there. I don't know if they really use that. I've never seen them use it, but I leave it out there in case I want to just get off the ground. Okay, here's the side door that opens real large. Get me in so I can get in and clean it. And let me just touch on the roof again. I don't know if you guys can see it real well. See the 2 different colors? Yeah, you know, you get what you can for what you can. All right, now one real interesting thing, I had the door open here. I don't know if you guys can see that hook, right? That's what I use to grab the hens or the rooster by the leg so I can catch them. Anytime I grab this thing, they start to freak, oops, sorry. They start to freak out. So if I put it over here, yeah, Mr. Crowslot knows that one real well. All right, now the locking system here on the big door, I just have this like this and I just turn it like that. I don't lock it. And especially now, seeing I don't think I can remember where I put the keys. But I put that up, and that way this whole door will open up and you can see inside there. Yeah. The girls are still haven't been in here nesting yet to lay eggs. It's probably a little hot for that. But that's the view from the inside. It's pretty comfortable. There's usually 4 of them on the top roost and 1 on the bottom roost. So that whole pecking order thing. But this is the crabgrass. I know you guys can't smell it, but it doesn't smell bad at all. Okay, so that's a good thing. Notice how the pool all looks kind of normal and it's dried. So, but when I clean it out, I take out all the bedding material. And underneath, let's see here, you guys can see that. This here is actually vinyl flooring. And I put it along the whole bottom part before I even put the nest boxes in. I covered it with the vinyl flooring. And that allows me to go in and scrub it down if I need to. And also spray it with insecticide. Because sometimes I will come in here with pen and poultry insecticide to basically take care of any chance of mites or anything. And that mouse was actually hiding right over here. If you look at Mama the Mouse layer, that mouse that she caught was actually over here. This was all cleaned out and he came running out this door here that we're looking through. Jumped off the ledge right here, right into all the girls. And Mama was the first one to get them. So, but that's kind of how it is. If you remember, I did mention up here there were some vents, but I actually have it closed up right now. Should probably open it, but I don't want rain coming in. So, alrighty, well, just gonna back up here. Alright, well guys, I thank you for coming along on this tour. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer them and help out in any way I can. Offer any advice of what I've come across that might be of help to you. If you have any other suggestions or anything, I welcome them. I'm not a professional coop builder or a chicken rancher, but we're doing what we can and the girls seem happy. They're laying eggs, and Sir Crowslot keeps his eye on them. So thank you again for coming along. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a simply unbelievable day. God bless you. God bless America. Please play for America. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Okay? Bye.